Okay, this is how you clean your Jenn Air double wall oven glass, because I cleaned this glass in here and you still couldn't see through it. And I mean, I've got that as clean as they get. The inside of the oven's not that great yet. It's not bad, but I've still got more to do on it. But the thing is, I couldn't see through the glass, and it's because of what's inside here. Grease and, you know, stuff like that ends up in there, and I'm going to clean that. But what I'm getting at is that panel right there comes off. There's 6 screws, one there, 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 and pretty much the same thing on the bottom. This is where they're. This is the bottom of the door. There's 2 that they're out a little further here, so you can access them with a screwdriver right here. So anyhow, there's 6 screws, and then you just carefully hold that outer cover, and it comes off. And then you can get to all the glass that you can't normally clean. You can see that's what's inside there. I mean, there's the screws that hold it. So, and I mean, it gets a lot of stuff inside one, especially that bottom door. In fact, today I may come back and show you the difference between one cleaned and one not, because I don't have time to do that one today. I just kind of figured it out today, and got other stuff that's got to be done. So in a little bit, I'll turn those oven lights on and show you how much difference it means. But anyhow, I'll be right back to show y'all how good it cleans. I guarantee you, where you're seeing that right here, every time you open this door, it falls down in here. So that door right there really gets loaded. I found right here was a really bad spot that you think is clean, but it's not. You can't see it unless you look really hard. But anyhow, I'll shut up and we'll go to getting this cleaned and back together. Okay, there's one more step you got to do to get to all surfaces of the glass. You've got to remove this one also, which is only held in by 2 brackets, which I'm not going to turn my phone sideways, but you can see it's right here. There's another one right here. Maybe I'll show it when I put it back in, but you may have saw it a while ago. You take these 2 screws out, and then you have to slide this straight out from right here, because it's pinched between these 2 layers. So you slide that out. Now you can access this surface, which, as you can see, is just as bad as the others. And you can get the back side of this one. So anyhow, there you go. That's step 2 or 3 there. There's a couple of steps to it, but I got a feeling it's going to be worth it. Okay, what I'm doing with mine is I'm just simply washing it with a mild detergent, palm olive soap, and a sponge, and then letting them sit in the shade. Let them sit in the sun to dry a little bit, but I'm doing them in the shade to keep it from drying. But that's all I'm doing. I'm using the water hose and that sponge and some mild detergent, but I'm going to be careful with what I'm doing, because I do not want to break that, obviously. Okay, I don't know if you saw a while ago when I touched this window. I'm not going to touch it, but it was dirty. I mean, that's why I couldn't see in my oven. But you can see now, once I clean the inside of the oven, which I might have should have done that first. If I'm going to, I'm probably going to get some on the inside of that glass, but that's not a big concern. I can fix that a lot easier. This is the part that's hard to get to. The outside ones look fantastic. I washed this one with that same sponge and mild soap, and then I took wet paper towels and just kind of went over that, and then got all the soap off and then dried it with a paper towel. Anyhow, there you go. I mean, if you're fairly comfortable with tools, you can probably do this. I'm not suggesting everybody do it. But I mean, you can see you got to pull these 2 screws out to access. I wouldn't suggest anybody doing any of this if you're not comfortable. But if you are, it's fairly simple. There's nothing big to it. You just got to be careful not to drop these glass, because I guarantee you they're hard to get if you can get it. I can't even read the model number on this oven anymore, so I'm sure I would have trouble. But anyhow, we'll shut up and we'll put it back together and see how it looks. On a side note right quick, when I got it back inside to dry it off, the inside of the window, and then reinstall it, when I stood it up, water had collected in these channels in here. So obviously, set it in this attitude, or in this angle, and let it drain out before you go to all that trouble, because it ran down the inside of the window and was going to cause streaks. And I'm a little scared of that turning over, so I'm going to stop this video, but you get the idea. Just trying to keep it from streaking up the inside of your window right after you cleaned it. That's it. Okay, it's back together, and I don't even have to turn on the light for you to see the difference. I mean, that works. And look at there. I mean, you can see inside that oven, which is not a great thing if you look really in the bottom, because I hadn't done that part yet. But it looks a whole lot better than that. That obviously helped. I mean, I should have showed it to you before I took the door apart, because I spent a couple of hours a day cleaning that, or at least an hour, getting this surface clean. And after I got it clean, I couldn't tell it. I mean, I still couldn't see through my glass. So anyhow, that's how you clean a Jenn Air. I'm not positive what model number it is, because the label you can't read anymore. Oven cleaner or something got that. I wish they'd think about that in the manufacturer of them from now on. But anyhow, usually I'm in the kitchen with jelly. That's what most of my subscribers know me as, subscribers. But usually this would be in the shop with jelly. But ironically, it is in the kitchen. So we're in the kitchen with jelly, working on stoves. And I think it worked out very good. I mean, there's as clean as you're going to get. And that probably took total, other than cleaning this glass. I mean, you know what that's like to get off. So other than cleaning that probably took less time to do the door internal than it did the glass. Anyhow, like I said, if you're comfortable with it, and you're comfortable with tools, and you don't, I mean, it's screws, and you just got to be careful not to break that glass. Like I said, you probably can't get it on some ovens. But anyhow, in the kitchen, or in the shop, or in somewhere in the kitchen, in the shop with jelly. Y'all come back to see me. Like and subscribe if you don't mind. Come back to see me. Have a good day. Okay, before people ask, I thought I'd throw this in here right quick. I cleaned this glass surface on the inside of the oven with an oven cleaner. And you can see it didn't even all come off. It's a nightmare. It's hard to get off. It is really baked on. When it gets on there, it's hard to get off, as I'm sure you know if you're looking at this video. But anyhow, oven cleaner on the inside, and just disassemble and mild soap, and water on the internal glass. Again, in the kitchen / shop with jelly. Y'all come back to see me. Have a good day.